What's up everyone, it's Colin with Kill Mode back again with another F82 M4 video. So today, my front lip finally came in that I ordered like a month ago. I get it, COVID, supply chain problems, whatever, but it's here. So sitting back there, get out of the way, is my front lip. So you're gonna get to see that shortly. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely different than what most people go with. Which I guess could be a good and a bad thing. It's not for everyone, but I think it's awesome, and I'm gonna show you here shortly. As soon as I get to the shop, get it out, get ready to put it on the car, you'll get to see what it looks like. So yeah, stay tuned, check out this splitter install. All right, we're up at the shop, and here's the lip. As I mentioned, it's a little different than what most people go with, but I think it's pretty sick. So this is the GTS style front lip in carbon. On the GTS's, this bottom piece is color matte, or just the orange color that comes on them. But on mine, it's just carbon. So the difference in this and what most people go with, like the M Sport style, is that, I'm gonna destroy it trying to mock it up, is that it only goes to like the end of the, like these lower grills here. It doesn't go all the way out to the end, which is definitely like maybe polarizing. Maybe some people won't like that. But I think it's cool, I think it's different, and not nearly as many people have these. I don't see them nearly as often, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe mount it today. Another point to this lip is that it's actually chassis mounted, so it's alright, it's gonna scrape the ground, I'm sure. This lip is actually chassis mounted from the factory on the GTS's, and so you have mounts that go on this upper portion, and the bottom portion attaches to this. I don't have the mounts yet, so I may go ahead and mount it up like this. I don't plan on doing any like tracking or crazy driving, and so it may be okay. Or I may just run the upper piece. I don't know yet. I'm gonna just go ahead and mount it, and then we'll go from there and see if I think it's sturdy enough to leave it until I get the mounts. So yes, keep watching. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to trim up these pieces because this car's never had a front lip. Let me take it apart. So this lower piece comes off using these. Why have something? Impact. No, do it again. Go faster. All right, so that's the lower piece. It's dusty, carbon dust everywhere. Yeah, that's what that looks like. The upper piece. Oh my god, it's so much lighter when it's just by itself. Let go of it, hit the ground. Yeah, that's easier to mock up that way. Okay. Alright, yeah. Cool. Cool.
So in theory, you could run that one by itself, right? Yeah,
so you can run just this piece if you want. It's definitely better for ground clearance if you're having scraping problems, which I apprehend on this car because it's kind of low. So I'm going to run just this probably sometimes. If I don't, we'll see how it goes with that lower piece. I do plan to put slip blow underneath the lower piece and expel wrap it to protect it. But for now I don't have that, so I think I'm going to vinyl wrap the lower piece until I can get that in, because I really don't want to destroy it day one. That would suck. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing as far as what I'm running, when, where, why. But I'm just doing it. As I mentioned, I don't have the expel yet for this lower piece, so I'm going to do something to get me through until I do. What I've done is I've gone ahead and marked the center of this lower splitter piece, and I have a piece of just blue vinyl that I have left over from another job. And so I went ahead and practiced cutting a file, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, that I made, an M logo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my vinyl cutter, which you'll see here in a second, and then cut out the M, which will be centered on that lower piece to show beneath the main one. So let's go ahead and load this up in the cutter. And it's too wide. I really did the math on this one, as you can tell. Maybe it won't be too wide from the back. That's what she said. Okay. because we only need to cut. This is really going great. So glad this is on video. We're gonna go full send here in a second, and you're gonna find out whether or not this will actually work. So now I've made marks in the liner film of where I want this guy to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and, can I get all these down? Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this up as cutting right on my mark. And it's okay if I'm a little off because we have extra width, apparently too much. But now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the M. I think we're gonna be okay. So this is cast vinyl. This is what you would use to like wrap like a car or something. It's not calendared, so cutting it usually does cause a little bit of pull off the liner film because it's low tack, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It'll lay out. All right, so let's see if it cut decently or not. We'll go ahead and weed out this the M. So the reason I'm doing this is I thought it'd be cool to add a little touch and show the carbon fiber beneath. Yeah, so that's gonna show the carbon on the splitter. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the splitter piece ready, and then lay this on top of it. Yeah, just gonna go inside of there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep I want to keep these marks. This is kind of challenging. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these marks. I'm gonna take this tape off, lay the vinyl on top. We'll be right back. All right, so the bottom splitter has been wrapped in the blue. Comment below if you think it looks good. If you don't think it looks good, don't comment. It might look better on the car if you don't like it, but I think it looks good. And I added the little touch that I was talking about right there. Cut that M into the vinyl before I put it on the bottom splitter. So I've got the two-sided tape on. Little pro tip here, go ahead and pull back your liner just a little bit and tack it in place. So that way when you are test fitting or mocking up your splitter, you can just grab that piece and pull, and then it's sticky. Yep, so now I'm gonna go ahead and mock it up and then pull the tape, get it sticky, and then we'll screw it in. So I'm using an impact. I don't have my drill here, I don't think. It's fine, just remember that you're impacting or drilling into plastic, so, you know, it's not that serious as far as the torques go. One thing I want to make sure, because this is a very small area here, is that you want to make sure that you don't drill through this piece here, because that'd be really bad. But as long as you're paying attention, it should be fine. All right, so that's the two center screws are in, and then you just make your way around it further and further. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy out because it should hold itself in place now. Give it one last look. I guess if I'm unhappy, I'm screwed because it's in. There's no adjusting it from here. All right, and that's the splitter. Are you ready for this, guys? Wow, that looks so amazing. So happy with it. Let me go ahead and show you. This is this is the GTS splitter with the lower piece. Looks so good. Got my M cut in there. It's aligned with the logo. Everything is centered and squared up. It just looks right. So aggressive. I'm so happy with it, guys. I recommend this splitter this far. At least sitting still, I like it. I do have an autocross tomorrow, so we're gonna see. I'm not gonna film any performance gains, but we're gonna see if it flies off. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with this guy. Don't really have anything else to do, just make sure those sliders are tight. Then I have to put my numbers on the door for the autocross. It's not tomorrow, it's actually Sunday. But I also want to wrap the mirrors in that same blue to match. It'll be good, it'll protect them from paint chips and it'll be different. The nice thing about wrapping is that if I don't like it, I can rip it off. So that's it for the splitter. I am gonna go ahead and take it outside. I'll shoot some more video for you. Okay guys, well, an update. I've already scraped the splitter twice. It's moved about 30 feet. This is gonna be rough. I'm gonna end up having to pull this guy off a lot, driving on the street and whatnot, but looks amazing. Completely not very functional. That's all for the splitter install. Super straightforward, super easy, just like installing any other splitter, except this one has a lower piece you bolt on after the top piece is done. So thanks for watching.